guys, it's me, Liz, from Elizabeth Does Flosstube. This is just gonna be a quick video, with my Restart-Maynia update. Cause really, I have my 3 restarts and the one I've been working on at work. It is Saturday, May 7th. Like I said, I have my 3 restarts. I have the Art Deco lady from Vivsters, my giant Harry Potter from Clouds Factory, and the Merida Tapestry, which I'm not sure, I can't remember where the pattern came from for that. But then my project I've been taking to work with me is the one that's for Maggie. So let's get started. So what I'll do is I will show what my restart looks like and where it was when I stopped working on the original. So first, my plan for this is there's 4 weeks in May, so I figure 5 working days for each of these 3, and then I have the Tapestry Market one that was a stamped. I'm going to get the pattern for that and stitch it as a counted cross stitch. So I'm actually going to get it from Sew to Stitch and do that one for the last week. But I don't have that yet. So I'm just going to try to work on each of these for 5 days. And then that's when I'm at home. And then at lunch at work, I'm taking something little. Like this one is what I've worked on all week. And then on the weekends, I can work on my other projects, which I need to start the Bluey Stitch Along that's on Facebook. It's I think it's every day they release a new little character. So I want to start that. I looked through the floss I have in my stash, and I have more than half of the floss I need. So here's my first Restart-Maynia, and this is the 1920s. There's a duck sticker. 1920s Art Deco lady. Is from the Vivsters. Here is where it was when I restarted, or when I stopped and decided I was going to restart. I had it on 14 count, and it was, I had to use 3 strands to get the coverage I needed so you couldn't see the Ada through it, and then I was going to use even more floss, and then I decided, no, I didn't want to do that. So I restarted on this 18 count, and I got gray fabric so I don't have to stitch the dark gray background. So that saves me 8,000 stitches. So here is where I got to this week, and I think I only stitched on it 2 days. So here's where I got to. And then the moon, I'm stitching in Etoile, and it is the Blanc Etoile. See the sparkle? And then the fabric is sparkly too. So the gray background would have been like here, and it would have been like 8,000 stitches. So I got this gray fabric that is Twilight Dye Effect from Fabric Flare. And then it's the sparkly one. So I'm about actually where I was when I stopped. I did 809 stitches the second day that I worked on it. The first day I only did like 100 stitches, but the second day I did 809 because it was my day off. And that's basically outlining the moon and the black of her oh, everything else. The only thing I did that first day was these white swoops. So the second day I did all this black and outlined the moon. And then that is what it looks like when it's done. So it's one of the needle minders I made. So, okay, so there's that one. And then I did 2 days on that. So I have 3 more days to work on that. And then I did my Merida Tapestry Restart. This one was annoying because my grid lines were wrong. So the 1/2 of my grid lines were off by 1, so I had to redraw my grid lines. And it's just because this fabric with my heat erase pen, it's like I have to draw the line and I can't see what I'm doing and I have to wait a few seconds for that line to appear. So I think what happened was when I was doing it, one of these first lines, my pen had skipped and I didn't notice. So I drew the rest of my lines off of it when my lines are all wrong on the one side. So that took, like, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes of my stitching time to redraw those lines. But here is where it was when I stopped, and I had it on black 14 count, and it was going to be massive. So I wanted to restart it on 18 count, so it would be huge, but not massive. Because on the 18 count, the fabric is 24 by 24. On the 14 count, the picture itself would be 24 by 24. The fabric had to be 30 by 30. So I restarted it. And I'm starting this one from the middle because the pattern itself is a circle, but they included stitching the corners, and I don't want to stitch those corners. So I'm starting in the middle, and I'll be working my way out. So here's where it was when I decided to stop. It was like, I don't know, 600 stitches or something. And here is where I got to on the one day I worked on it. I think this is 300 stitches, and it's only 2 of the colors in this little section. So that is part of her belt. So here, oh, it's hard to do without getting the, so it's this part of her belt right here. So, pretty cool. So I only worked on this one for 1 day, so I still have 4 more days to work on that. And I'm not doing it like a whole week. I'm just doing 5 days on each one, and then I made a little checklist for myself so I can mark off when I've done the days. And then this one is my giant Harry Potter, and I started it last night and realized that I was off by 1 stitch, but the whole thing was up 1 row too high. So I had to pick out what I had done, and then I just redid it. So this one is a little harder to show where I was before because I had started in the middle, finished the whole middle, and then scrolled to the top and did the top. So I'll show both. The middle chunk, and then the chunk at the top, which is what I was working on when I decided I wanted to start over. Now this is hardly anything. I think this is maybe 100 stitches, but it's the red. So it looks really nice on this dark fabric. And this is from my vintage, my vintage needle, I think. And again, dark fabric, the heat erase pens, I would have to make the line, wait, so I could see the line, count off of that line, make a line, wait till I could see the line. I mean, gridding these two took a chunk of time. But yeah, I was off. So I had probably these 2 chunks, and I had just started this one when I realized that I was off. So I had to pick all of it out. So I'm exactly where I was last night. But it's gonna be cool. So that's my 3 restart manias. So during the week when I've been working, I have been taking this, I think it's called botanical frame or flower frame. So this is what I've been working on at work, and it all week. So 4 days at work, and I think maybe 1 day after work. Yeah. I got the bottom sunflower done. So here is what it looks like. And then in the middle, it's supposed to be like a wedding thing, but I am putting my little girl's name and birthday in the middle. But, so I got the bottom sunflower done, the big one. And then I'm going to do the green next. It's really pretty, super fun to stitch. And this fabric, it's really hard to see, but it's called Tea Tree by XJU Designs. So it's got like pinky bits, and it's like kind of greenish at the top, and it's got like pink splashes. I mean, it's really pretty. I was gonna use my Fathom from Pitches Plus, because the way it was folded, the light green would have looked perfect, but when I unfolded it to grid it up, it's got like brown patches, and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. So I went with this one instead. So that's it. That's all I've stitched. Those are all my whips. I think I'm going to work on Myths and Legends this weekend, because I haven't picked it up all week. It has been a really rough week with Maggie. She's had a not great week at daycare, at preschool. They said something about summer fees, and so I emailed the director and said, hey, you know, they said something about needing summer fees. I forgot all about it. What do I need to pay? And I hope I'm not too late. And she said, don't worry about it. And then she said, you know, we had that conversation about Maggie. It'll be easier for her to transition to kindergarten if she starts off in the daycare where she's gonna be going from. So kind of, I need to find her another daycare that's gonna go for Upper Arlington schools, because her daycare's in Hilliard, because I used to work in Hilliard. So all her friends are going to Hilliard schools, and she can't because she doesn't live in Hilliard. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. It really sucks. I thought she could at least do transitional kindergarten there, and for, you know, for a year until next year, but now it's looking more like they kind of want her to go to a different daycare. And I get it, you know, I get what they're saying. It'll be easier if she already makes some friends before kindergarten starts. But that just sucks, because it means taking her away from the friends she's got now. So I'm just going to work on my Myths and Legends this week, and it's this one. And I'm going to try to get the rest of this pomegranate to the end, and then start on the pomegranate up here. But I also have a swing set to put together, and it's also Mother's Day weekend. So my mom took Maggie to the store for her to pick out a little gift for me for Mother's Day. So I'm going to clean the house while they're gone. I'm filming this while they're gone, and then I'm going to do It's been raining for 2 days, so it's really wet outside. The swing set, I was able to put the ladder together and the slide. I'm going to see what else I can put together without having to be out in the mucky nastiness. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow and not rain, so a lot of it's going to get done tomorrow, but I want to get what I can do today, also while she's gone, because she wants to, you know, help. She did help with the ladder, or with the slide. She helped a little bit. She held it while I drilled, so we're good. I do have a tiny bit of haul, not really much of anything. I got these from Handmade by Bella Rose Needleworks, and it is a thread bed, like a floss buddy thing, and it's got a little clip for your scissors. It's got a washer in here, so you can put your needle minder in there. It's a little floppier than the Dot Dot Goose one, but it's cute. It's Barnes. And then I got the accessories, so I got that, and then this little guy, it's like a thread ring, a floss ring, matching needle minder, or thread drop jewelry or whatever, and then a teeny tiny little floss buddy. So I really wanted to get her Hufflepuff set, but she didn't have it anymore. I could probably message her and see if she could make me one. But, because she had a whole set where it was a project bag, floss buddy, and one of these little guys that was all Hufflepuff, and I really wanted it, but by the time I saw it, it was just the project bag was left. They didn't have the other stuff. So there's that. And then I saw this, and I just had to get it. Mom loves squirrels, and I saw this, and I had to get it. Gathering Acorns by Cottage Garden Samplings. So I got this to make for my mom. It's called Gathering Acorns. And the only fancy floss it calls for is maple syrup by Gentle Arts. And I mean, I could find it, but it would have cost just as much for shipping as the floss. And since that was the only floss I was ordering, I didn't really want to do that because it would have cost me like $10 for 2 skeins of floss. So I ended up finding, I can't think of what the color is. It's another brown variegated that I'm hoping will work, because I think it's just the squirrel. I think. So I hope if I get this other one, it's not going to be too crazy. But, so I got another one, and I got a 10-yard skein, and it was, I think I only paid $8 for that, because it was like $3.50 and then $3.50 for shipping. So $7. But I hope it works with this, because if not, I'll just have to wait and get the maple syrup later. And then, dang it, I started watching, what's that? Okay, nothing. I started watching Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, and she keeps, I'm watching her old videos, and she's shown a couple things that I just have to have, and I want to get them, and I just, it's bad. There's a Merida that I want, and I know I'm not ready for that yet, but I looked at 1, 2, 3 stitch, because you can get the pattern, and then you can click on the thing, and it adds everything else you need, and just the pattern without the pattern and everything but the DMC, so all the beads in Krynic, would be like $104. And that's not even the fabric, because the fabric isn't in there. But it's the Snow Queen with the reindeer. I really love it. So if I do a Mirabilia, that's the one I want to do, because I love reindeer. I just love them. I think they're so cool. So that's the one I want to do. But that's going to be quite a while. Because my other haul is my new bed, or my new mattress. I got the Nectar, and it's pretty cool. I got the Nectar, I got the full size, and I got the Nectar Premier, which is the 13-inch. The other one is 12 inches. And the Premier is 13 inches. And they have a deal. I think they kind of maybe always have the deal. I'm not sure. But you get $500 worth of stuff with it. So you get 2 pillows, a set of sheets, and a mattress protector, a mattress pad, free. So I got that. Now the sheets, I'm just going to donate because they're white sheets, and I don't do white sheets. So I'm just going to donate the sheets. But the pillows are pretty nice. I slept on the pillow for the first time last night, because it takes they come vacuumed. And it took like 2 days for them to puff up enough, because I'm like, who would pay? The pillows are supposed to be $100 each. Who would pay $100 for this little flat? I mean, it was hardly, but after 2 days, they had fluffed up enough where they were actually thicker than my other pillow. So I slept on that last night, and it was nice. So I got that. I'll put a picture in of the mattress on the bed. And oh, I got my necklace. Hold on. This is my my ex-father-in-law. He worked at the Georgesville Community Center. They have a fish fry or something. And this was his work shirt, so it says staff. I have a couple necklaces that I got. So this is Air and Anchor. So basically it's like a charm necklace. You get the necklace, and it's got this thing that's like the clasp that holds the charms, and then you buy the charms separate. Or they have some that are already put together. So I got the bee, and then I got a little bee, and then a little daisy. And then an adjustable necklace. So this necklace, this thing, you can adjust how long you want the necklace. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then this one is the one that came from Noce. It's Gnoce. And it said Noce, New York. And they were doing a deal where you buy 2 charms, you get 2 charms free, and you can either pick a bracelet or a necklace for free. So I picked out 4 charms. So I have I have an oxalotl. I used to have 2. So I got the oxalotls. I got a black one. Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can do the thing with the hand. Okay, so I got the black oxalotl, and then I got the matching white oxalotl, because I used to have a black one and a white one. The black one was Dagwood, and he was the sweetest. He would eat out of your hand. You could pick, he would swim into your hand, and you could pick him up. He was very friendly. Blondie is not friendly. I mean, she's not mean, but she's not friendly. And she's still around. She's in the basement. And then they had a badger with a crown, so I got that for Hufflepuff. And then this one I got, and it says, oh man, it's so hard to see. It says My Girl. and then you could personalize it. So it's got a picture of Maggie. Now, the chain that it came with was nothing. I mean, it was like, it was the most worthless chain. So I went through all my old chains and found this one, and I figured this one will work. It's just a, I don't know, probably a man's chain. Who knows? But, so that's the other thing. I've been wanting to wear this. So I had another chain I was going to put it on, but it was too long. So that's that. Now I do have a Pandora. So the Notchy or whatever it is kind of like Pandora. They have like big holes so you can put them on your thingy. So I do have a Pandora. I have all sorts of goodies on here. Actually, I think all but 3 are actual Pandora beads now. I had more that were like generic ones, but so my TARDIS is not a Pandora. The Tory Gate is not a Pandora. And my popcorn tub. Where's the popcorn tub? The popcorn tub. It says movie. That one's, what is that brand called? I can't think of what that brand is. It used to be at the mall. But the rest are all Pandoras. This one is the club one. So it actually has a diamond in it. Because if you join the Pandora Club, it's a little Pandora jewelry box. And then inside, it says Pandora Club 2014. I can't read it. But it has a little tiny Pandora charm with a diamond in it. But I've got a yin yang, moon and stars, my popcorn tub, my pineapple, which was actually my first pineapple that I ever bought for my pineapple collection. The TARDIS, I got that on Etsy a long time ago. And then my ex-husband, when we were together, he got me a baby carriage for Maggie. And my queen bee. And then I've got a doggy. I've got one of the clips. This one, I can't remember what this one's called, but it's real pretty. And then there's a little cola can, and I call it my can of whoop ass. And then my Tory Gate, I think I got that from Etsy or somewhere online. And then this guy's pretty, and then this is one of the Murano glass. And then I have the safety chain with the hearts. So that's it. Not necessarily haul, just figured since I talked about these, I'd talk about those. So that's pretty much it. I wore my new boots to work on Monday, which was my first day back from having that 2 weeks off. And I figured, oh, sure, that's the day to break in brand new Doc Martens. I did get a blister on the back of my foot, but overall, they were fine. My feet were tired at the end of the day, but mostly that was fine. So then Wednesday when I went in, I wore my sneakers, and then Thursday when I went in, I wore the Doc Martens boots again, and I just made sure I wore thicker socks. I think it's because the socks I wore were too thin. So I wore the thicker socks that I had, and I was much better. So I will be wearing those a couple days a week probably until it gets really, really, really hot, because I would be burning up in them. So here's a picture of those boots, and they're amazing. So other than that, I'm going to work on Myths and Legends this weekend. I'm going to try to put together a swing set. I'm going to clean the house. Well, clean the downstairs. My room is just a disaster. I still have stuff from when I moved furniture around that I have to figure out where it's going. On Tuesdays, we watch Hoarders on TV, and it's on we don't have cable or anything. It's on channel 17. So on Tuesday, I brought the old TV in from the garage so Maggie could watch her show in her room, and I could watch Hoarders, and I spent off and on all day trying to get channel 17 to come in, and I could not get it to come in. So I have that TV in my room because Maggie does not need a TV in her room. It was a disaster. So I'm going to put that back in the garage, and she can just play her game on Tuesdays. So I can watch Hoarders. So I have that in here. I've got the other pillow over there. I've got, you know, stuff all over the counters. I have an Amazon return I need to do. I have fabric for the bluey stitch along that I need to grit up and get cut to the size I need. I mean, my room is just a mess. A mess. Downstairs, there's toys everywhere, so I gotta pick up all the toys so I can vacuum. It's gonna be a busy weekend. So, I'm going to sign off of here and hopefully get this edited and be able to get some stuff done. So I will see you guys next week with more progress on the Restart-Maynia. So there we go. I did order the floss for that. Hopefully. Oh, and that's another thing. So I got this from Farmer's Attic, I think. Yeah, Farmer's Attic. I got it in 2 days. So they are good. And you know what's funny is I'm pretty sure that I ordered the floss from them like a day later. I wish I would have. I wish I would have ordered at the same time. Oh well. You live and you learn. See you guys next week with more Restart-Maynia progress.